Believe it or not, there are still Democrats out there who can't understand why Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris didn't win their presidential elections, because obviously it can't be the fault of their candidates. Instead, it has to be the racist, sexist American people who aren't ready for a female president. And of course, this is what's going to be discussed over here on The View with some surprising takes. Before we begin, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe on this video so we can get through the algorithms. Here we go.
So, former First Lady Michelle Obama was recently discussing her new book called The Look. I haven't read it. Have you read this book yet?
No.
Is it about her?
It's a lot of photos too. It's
fashion.
beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway, she had this interview with actress Tracee Ellis Ross, Diana Ross's daughter.
Yes.
And she was asked if she had any political aspirations. She's very popular, I think. She'd be great. Does she have any aspirations for her own in the future? Take a look what she said.
We saw in this past election, sadly, we ain't ready. That's why I'm like, don't even look at me about running, because you all are lying. You're not ready for a woman. You are not. So don't waste my time. You know, we got a lot of growing up to do. And there's still, sadly, a lot of men who do not feel like they can be led by a woman, and we saw it.
She's right, so stop nominating me.
No, but you feel like this is a conversation we've had around this.
Well,
this
you know,
table.
Italy has a prime minister who's a woman. Iceland, many African countries in the Caribbean.
New Zealand.
Golda Meir from Israel. Indira Gandhi, India. Mexico has a Jewish woman running Mexico.
Yeah.
But we are the only country. I mean, there's hundreds of them.
But I respectfully disagree with the First Lady, who, by the way, has been just absolutely serving looks on this book tour. I don't think that we're not ready. I think when we look at the two candidates who were Democratic nominees, Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris, there's always sexism that plays in. They were flawed candidates. So Hillary Clinton, absolutely the most qualified
the men, wait a minute.
Let me explain myself.
The reason they're moaning is because the men are flawed too.
Of course they are.
But it doesn't matter.
I mean, that's the sexism. You get the top men. But with Hillary Clinton, you know, highly qualified, but she was somebody who, it was an anti-dynasty time. They wanted an outsider. She had decades of dirt on her that people felt from the Clinton era. Jeb Bush flamed out that cycle. People did not want
then how do you explain that she lost after Trump?
Love Kamala Harris, but she was not a great communicator. She was not the best female candidate we're ever going to see run for president.
And I would argue that
we haven't had them yet.
I would argue that if
in my lifetime
Obama ran, that she could win.
I agree with that.
And she could win today.
I agree.
When Kamala Harris was here, was it last month? In October, she came to talk about her book, 107 Days. During a commercial break, I actually asked her that question. Because at this table, you know, we've had conversations about if we want to win, they need to nominate a white man, and that's it. I mean, this is a conversation that people. Well, but I've heard you say it. I've heard you say it.
No, I think you three agree.
No, I don't agree. I don't agree. I've never said that. And I asked Kamala what her reaction was.
That's not.
And she said, "Hold on."
Don't put words in my mouth. All right?
Okay. Well, let me tell you what she said. She said, "I refuse to tell little girls, particularly little girls of color, that they are out of the game because just of who they are."
Yep. And I think reducing people.
That's great. I think that's very aspirational, and that's wonderful. But you know, because of my lived experience as an Afro-Latina, I'm able to look at this world with a different prism, and I'm able to tell this country and tell this audience and tell my fellow co-hosts some uncomfortable truths. This is a country based on racism and slavery, and founded in it. There is systemic racism
and misogyny.
And there are people that I've never met anyone that raises their hand and says, I am racist. However, there are people that seem to be able to look the other way when it comes to racism. So you have a president who traffics in misogyny, who traffics in xenophobia, who traffics in sexism.
And won.
And he won. And won against a black woman. So don't tell me that this country is ready for a black woman. Don't tell me this country is ready for a woman.
Also, let's face it, Hillary Clinton was one of the most qualified people.
But she was qualified.
Can I finish this sentence? Let me finish my sentence.
Well, I got interrupted.
She's qualified. She's more qualified than any man she's run against, in my opinion.
Correct.
And she lost to a reality talk show host.
Qualifications are not what decide the presidency. Right now should tell us that.
That's right.
There's a lot of factors that do. And she had years of, she was dragged down by her husband's baggage.
The Clinton
and the
part.
country
There's a
wanted
reason
an
why this country
outsider.
has only had one black male president. There's a reason
We will see
for
another
that.
black man, and we'll see a female president in my lifetime. I will be
And a
back
lot of
in
people
hopefully 10 years to
Maybe
show
in your
you.
baby's lifetime.
Anya.
Okay, we've got to go. We'll be right back.
Yes, you heard that right. Sunny Hostin came out and delivered the liberal trifecta. Okay, America isn't ready for a black female president because America is a racist country. It's a sexist country. It's a misogynist country. And of course, she also discusses slavery. Where does slavery play in your history, Sunny Hostin? Oh, we don't want to talk about that now, do we? Okay, but the simple fact is that Alyssa Farah Griffin brings up a very valid point. It's not that America doesn't want a female or a black president. America wants a good president. And guess what? The candidates you're describing were not, right? They were not good candidates. You have Hillary Clinton and you had Kamala Harris, both of which were coronated. Hillary Clinton only won her primary because of the super delegates. It was Bernie Sanders that had all of the momentum. Okay. And then Kamala Harris, she didn't even campaign. She was just given the presidential candidacy. Okay. And I think that upset a lot of Democrat voters because guess what? Those ladies did have tremendous baggage. Hillary Clinton was known in the spotlight for decades. And guess what? She was not likable. Her accomplishments, right? Everyone says over here, she was the most accomplished, the most qualified candidate ever. Why? She was just the wife of a former president, and then she used that clout to become a senator and then Secretary of State. So yeah, those positions sound really good, but was she qualified for them in the first place? I would argue no. And guess what? The American people saw right through it, especially when she took ill on the campaign trail and kept falling over. But just like Joe Biden, she was the healthiest person ever. Okay. And then you have Kamala Harris, Cackles Harris, who couldn't say a sentence without bursting into laughter, who couldn't say anything that made sense, who couldn't stay on topic, who had word salad answers for everything. All right, that was Kamala Harris as the candidate, and nobody liked her either. All right, the Democrats thought it was a good idea to take the most unpopular vice president ever and make her your candidate. Yeah, that was a big mistake. And guess what? Donald Trump beat both of them, not because they were women, not because Kamala was black, but because they were terrible candidates. Right? And me personally, what do I think about a woman president? I don't care as long as she's conservative, because if she's not, according to statistics, you're going to have a new level of crazy radical leftism brought into the Oval Office. But of course, to discount the View's claim that we're not ready for female leadership in this country, we have female governors, we have female mayors, we have female senators and representatives. We are willing to elect women, right? You just haven't had anyone that is viable for the presidency yet. And maybe if the Democrats focused on quality instead of just checking boxes, right, they might actually get someone who could win. But honestly, I hope that we have a female president who is a staunch conservative first, because otherwise it's just going to taint the pool for everyone else, just like with Barack Obama. So yes, indeed, I do find it hilarious that these ladies are so dyed-in-the-wool leftists that they can't see the flaws in the people they're touting, the people they're propping up. They have this certain political blindness that's not letting them see the truth about themselves, their beliefs, and of course, who they want to run this country. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and say hi to your mom for me. Do you like t-shirts? Of course you do. And now you can support the channel by buying an Angry Teacher t-shirt designed by me, Angry Teacher. So if you like America, if you like freedom, if you like liberty, then go ahead and click the link in the description, where all designs, of course, are 100% mother approved. So enjoy yourself and find something you like today.